Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Companies Hiring Indian Hackers to Get Competitors Fired. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up. So make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on all your social media to get the word out. Now, let's get started. Just when you thought corporations and law firms couldn't possibly get any sleazier, we're now hearing that some of them are hiring Indian hackers to try and get competitors fired. Now, just a few years ago, this could have been a fictional John Grisham novel or movie. It's that crazy. But now, given all the insanity in the world, it appears to be just another example of corporate lunacy, corporate criminality, and corporate misbehavior. In a lawsuit filed recently, a news agency's reporter said that a law firm's representative worked with Indian hackers from India to steal emails between him and one of his key sources. He said the messages, revealed in an effort to float the idea of the two of them going into business together, were put into a dossier and circulated in a successful effort to get him fired. Does that sound remotely familiar? The lawsuit filed in federal court in Washington said they successfully and wrongfully disclosed this dossier first to his news agency employer and then to other media outlets in an attempt to malign and discredit him. It said the campaign effectively caused him to be blackballed by the journalistic and publishing community. The suit is the latest in a series of legal actions reporting about hired hackers operating out of India. In June, one news agency reported on the activities of several hack-for-hire shops, including Delhi area companies that were involved in a decade-long series of espionage companies targeting thousands of people, including more than 1,000 lawyers and more than 100 different law firms. At the time, it was reported that people who had been hacking targets were involved in multiple lawsuits because of their cyber espionage activities. That number has since grown. Now, more people and victims of this alleged hacking are going to court. The allegations are that a growing number of private investigators are being hired to steal competitors' emails and publish them to the web. Of course, executives at these firms have denied any wrongdoing. Plaintiffs are alleging that these hack and leak operations were undertaken in the interests of their clients. So that makes it all right. Defendants are, of course, trying to have the judgments tossed out. In addition to being deployed in court, the leaked emails are also on their way into the mainstream media and getting published in other stories and articles. So what is to be made of all of this? Well, we suspect the behavior is actually much worse and more common than people realize. We also think it's common business practice now when parties or corporate competitors are battling over high-level technology deals or major financial transactions or mergers that can realign entire industries and cause the transfer of vast amounts of money in that deal. We also believe that it is very tame and a low-level example of the kind of corporate espionage and counter-corporate espionage that's going on out there. We suspect that some companies may even be hiring special hackers and document and evidence fabrication teams that will go to great lengths to falsely implicate a competitor or have them blackballed from the industry. That's just in the U.S. When it comes to this sort of behavior outside of the U.S. by American or foreign firms, then we think what goes on is probably closer to resembling a military operation of some sort. In some nations, it's common to routinely kidnap competitor corporate executives if they're skilled or talented enough to be a serious economic threat to your company. If that's not possible, then they will usually set him up by compromising him with a beautiful woman. They will then take photos or videos and send them to him with the understanding that a divorce would be far more expensive than any bonus or stock they could ever receive at their current employer. This is a regular occurrence. It's also the reason a lot of executives won't take a meeting with a female colleague at work unless there is a third person in the room to act as a witness, or unless there are security cameras recording the meeting at work. It's also the reason why a lot of executives won't meet with a female colleague off the work site, and they won't do lunch with them, and they don't want to meet at a conference with them. They just don't want to be falsely accused of anything, and so they're taking these very serious precautions to prevent any sexual harassment claims. It seems like we're headed into a new era of acceptable criminality on the corporate front. Of course, it's only acceptable until someone gets caught and then written up in a news article and perhaps even indicted. Then everyone denies everything and they all lawyer up. Good luck and thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.